As you can see on screen, this brand did over $5 million in sales just this last 30-day period and was actually up over 565% in comparison to the previous year. Now, as it says in the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about the things that we're actually going to be doing to take this brand from a multi-8-figure company to getting into over $10 million a month and becoming a 9-figure brand. And I want to make it very clear, this is not a brand that scaled from $0 to $5 million a month in the last 6 months. This is a brand that started from ground zero and actually developed their own product and built a real brand and is now at the point where they're starting to expand. And that expansion is exactly what I'm going to cover and is one of the most important things that those of you who are slightly more advanced, so maybe you're doing $500,000 to $1 million or maybe $2 or $3 million a month and you're wanting to get to that 9-figure run rate, I'm going to be talking about the exact strategies that we're already doing as well as the things that we have coming in order for this brand to hit that 9-figure run rate. Now, if you're new to the channel, I talk a lot about optimizing your ad creatives and optimizing your funnels and optimizing offers. And don't get me wrong, all of those things are still relevant for us getting to that $10 million a month mark. But what I'm actually going to be talking about today is less around optimization and more around expansion. And the first area of expansion that this brand is actually focusing on to get to this $10 million a month mark is going to be product expansion. The truth is one product has a ceiling. There's only so many different variations of a SKU that you can create and only so many different avatars and angles that product can attack. And I am going to talk about exactly what we're doing to get more out of our hero product. But what this brand is focused on is expanding through new products, and not just new products, but also existing products as well that were not getting the attention that they deserve. Because to be fully transparent, this was a brand that was barely doing $1 million a month a year ago. And now as a result of actually coming in and applying the right marketing strategies is now on pace again to do over $60 million this year. But again, back to the product expansion side, again, obviously we are creating new products and that is a big thing that I'm going to talk about shortly, but we're also just focused on now scaling and optimizing campaigns for some of the products that actually exist in this brand already. And that is one of the biggest things that I feel like a lot of people struggle with in the beginning is they try to get all of their products to work. And rather than just focusing on one hero product that can really scale and then focusing on the complementary products that you have, a lot of you are trying to make all of your products work. But now that we have proven that we've been able to scale our hero product to very legitimate levels of revenue, now we are starting to focus and expand our ad account and expand the brand further through all these other products. And the best part is when you scale a brand like this to $3 to $4 to $5 million a month on their main hero product, you also just have a way bigger customer base and you also have way more awareness from all of the impressions that your ads have got. And now for new product expansion, this has been one of the biggest focuses for this brand because this new product we genuinely believe could help us double, potentially even triple with that alone. Now, I'm not going to go overly deep into how to actually do product expansion and how to develop and do the R&D and create the custom products because that's just not my game. But something that's very important that I want to share is to make sure that you guys really consider your unit economics and you really consider the products that you are creating. I want to give a big shout out to Harvey Carnegie, who recently actually talked about this on their podcast, and he's someone who's been involved for quite some time. And it's something that I see people in Apex, which is our highest level community and involved, constantly talking about. They're always thinking about how they can play the game better so they can actually scale, and also playing some high level games. As another example, we had a brand that recently just purchased their own factory so they could just start producing things and drive costs way down. Now, again, this is just one area that we're focusing on, but product expansion is a real thing. And in order to get to these levels of scale, you really need to focus on product expansion because it is something that is just going to allow you to have much more scale.